Hello, God bless from Up Ministries. It's me, Dick Jr. I am coming to you today to read you 1 Chronicles chapter 26. Now, I prayed and I asked God to help me to speak with you before I started this video. And I suggest that anytime you place yourself in God's Word, you pray also just like me, and you ask Him for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He's going to give them to you. And that's His promise. It's not mine. And you can find it many places in here. But the reason why is He wants us to understand this book, which contains His perfect plan of salvation through His Son, Jesus Christ. Okay? And it's from the first sin to the last day. It's all in here. So if you have any questions concerning God or Jesus, go here to this book. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started here in chapter 26. For the divisions of the gatekeepers. Oh, bear with me too. There's a lot of names, so it's going to be quite a tongue-tied reading. For the divisions of the gatekeepers, there were of the Korahites, Meshelemiah, the son of Kor, the sons of Asaph. Meshelemiah had sons, Zechariah the firstborn, Jediael the second, Zebediah the third, Jethniel the fourth, Elam the fifth, Johanan the sixth, Eliehoenai the seventh. Obed-Edom had sons, Shemaiah the firstborn, Jehozadad the second, Joah the third, Sakar the fourth, Nathaniel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the sixth, Pualethiah the eighth. God had indeed blessed him. Also to his sons, Shemaiah's sons were born, who ruled over the house of their father, for they were mighty men of valor. The sons of Shimei were Athnai, Rephael, Obed, and Elzabad, whose brothers Elihu and Semachiah were valiant men. All these were of the sons of Obed-Edom. They and their sons and their relatives were able men with strength for service, 62 from Obed-Edom. Meshelemiah had sons and relatives, 18 valiant men. Also, Hosa, one of the sons of Merari, had sons. Shimri first, although he was not firstborn, his father made him first. Hilkiah the second, Tabaliah the third, Zechariah the fourth. All the sons and relatives of Hosa were 13. To these divisions of the gatekeepers, the chief men, were given duties like their relatives to the minister in the house of the Lord. They cast lots, the small and the great alike, according to their fathers' households. For every gate, the lot of the east gate fell to Shelemiah. Then they cast lots for his son, Zechariah, a counselor with insight, and his lot came out to the north. For Obed-Edom it fell to the south. To his sons went the storehouse. For Shupim and Hosa it was to the west, by the gate of Selacheth, on the ascending highway. Guard responded to guard. On the east there were 6 Levites, on the north 4 daily, on the south 4 daily, and at the storehouse 2 by 2. At the Pavar on the west there were 4 at the highway and 2 at the Pavar. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers of the sons of Korah and the sons of Merari. The Levites, their relatives, had charge of the treasures of the house of God and of the treasures of the dedicated gifts, the sons of Ladan, the sons of Gershonites, belonging to Ladan, namely the Jehilites, were the heads of the fathers' households, belonging to Ladan, the Gershonite. The sons of Jehili, Jetham, and Joel his brother had charge of the treasures of the house of the Lord. As for the Amramites, the Isharites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites, Shebuel, the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was officer over the treasures. His relatives by Eliezer were Rehabiah, the son of Aiah, his son, Joram, his son, Zechri, his son, and Shelomoth, his son. This Shelomoth and his relatives had charge of all the treasures and of dedicated gifts which King David and the heads of the fathers' households, the commanders of thousands and hundreds, and the commanders of the army had dedicated. They dedicated part of the spoil won in battles to repair the house of the Lord, and all that Shemuel the seer had dedicated, and Saul the son of Kish, Abner the son of Ner, and Joab the son of Zeruiah. Everyone who had dedicated anything, all of this was in care of Shelomoth and his relatives. As for the Azharites, Kenaniah and his sons were assigned to outside duties for Israel as officers and judges. As for the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his relatives, 1,700 capable men, had charge of the affairs of Israel, west of the Jordan, for all the work of the Lord and the service of the king. As for the Hebronites, Jerijah the chief, these Hebronites were investigated according to their genealogies and fathers' households in the 40th year of David's reign, and men of outstanding capability were found among them at Jazer of Gilead, and his relatives, capable men, were 2,700 in number, heads of fathers' households, and King David made them overseers of the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half tribe of the Manassites, according to all the affairs of God and of the king. And that is all I have for 2 Chronicles chapter 26. Thanks for listening, and God bless.